It's a classic whodunit that takes place on a train. It's the Springboro Community Theater's production of Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express. Hi, I'm Maureen Russell Hodson, and this is Springboro. Here and there we are here on stage, along with Becky Madden, who is the production director. Hey, Becky.
Hey.
What made you decide to tackle such an iconic show?
Well, I mean, who doesn't love a good mystery whodunit?
Murder mystery, right? Everybody does.
Who doesn't love that? I just felt like this was a great show, and I'm super interested in it, and I love directing.
All right, well, let's talk about directing, because one of the things directors must have is a cast.
Yes, and
Tell us about your cast.
I have the most fabulous, dedicated cast out there. They have come from all over. We have Springboro residents, Dayton, Miamisburg, West Carrollton, someone from Xenia, and they are just absolutely magnificent to work with.
For folks who may not be familiar with the show, it's also a book.
It is.
Give us a synopsis of what the program is about.
As the title suggests, it's Murder on the Orient Express.
There's a murder, and it takes place
on a train. It does. So Agatha Christie, wrote tons of mystery novels, and this one does take place on the very famous Orient Express train. And I'm not going to give anything away about who did it or how they found out, but it takes place over the course of these passengers on the train. They hit a snowdrift, and things go awry, and there's a murder and a mystery.
Chaos ensues.
That's right.
So you talked about your wonderful cast. Let's talk about this set, because wowie, wowie, wow. You've been working on this set. I don't think you've had a set quite like this since you all started here.
We haven't. We have never had a turntable before, and as you can see, there's still work to be done, so we're still plugging away, but it's going to be fabulous, and we are extremely pleased and feel blessed to have the use of this turntable for this set.
So you're really going to transport people to the train. You're going to feel like you're actually seeing in cabin cars. Is that what you call them?
Compartments.
Compartments, okay, on a train.
On the train.
And your first show is going to be on April 25th, right?
It is. The last weekend in April and the first weekend in May.
And then give us show times.
On Fridays and Saturdays, the shows are at 8 o'clock. The doors will open at 7:30, and on Sundays, it's a 2 o'clock show, and the doors will open at 1:30.
Okay. And tickets, you go to borotheater.org for tickets.
Correct.
And
you
get
can
your
pick
tickets.
your seat.
And it's just a really great vibe in here. There's 142 seats, and you really feel like no seat's a bad seat.
Not at all. Not in this house now.
Not in this house. Not in this house. So Becky, you have been associated with the theater since its inception here, right? It seems like it.
Yes.
Okay, since 2019.
Correct.
Why did you decide to jump into directing? Because just for folks who may not know, go over some of the responsibilities that you have here at the theater.
Responsibilities? Me?
Yeah.
Personally?
Yeah.
Oh my. I'm currently
You're very involved. You're here every day.
Almost.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Yeah.
Almost.
As a volunteer.
As a volunteer. We are a 100% volunteer organization. I am currently the vice president of the Springboro Community Theater.
And it is an all-volunteer organization, and from set design to costuming to all the actors, it's just...
yes, and our box office, our light and sound tech people, our builders, everyone.
So if somebody thought, I think I don't want to be on stage, but I think I have some skills to share.
Absolutely, there's
what are you
plenty
looking for?
to do. Like I said, we always need set build help. We always could use some tech help. We have the front of the house. So if you just want to greet people and help them to their seats, we have volunteers for ushers. Behind the bar, giving snacks and drinks to patrons, box office help, just about anything you can think of. We also have the choir, so you can pretty much do anything you want.
I would say borotheater.org is a great place to start to find all the opportunities, because it's a real family feel here. Yes. Everybody's very warm and welcoming.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're directing.
Yes.
Tell us about your history with theater.
I started doing theater, I think, when I was about 8, and my mom had taken me to see a play, and I just fell in love with theater itself. And I've dabbled on stage and moved into more of the admin side with stage managing, directing, being on the board, things like that. I've worked with a lot of different theaters as my husband was military, so we've moved all over. So well-versed in a lot of community theaters. I love giving my time to community theater.
And you really enjoy this production, I can tell.
I do.
It's been a joy for you.
I do. This has been a blast.
So again, let's remind people, April 25th, 26th, and 27th.
Yes.
And then the first weekend in May.
Yes.
Go to borotheater.org for tickets. But before I let you go, do you have a favorite scene or something that you think is really going to capture the audience during the show?
Not a favorite scene, but I do have a favorite character, but I won't divulge.
Oh!
I won't divulge.
So you have
It's
to
a
come to the
mystery.
show and see her after the show so she can tell you. And what's a good age for the show? If people want to introduce their kids to theater, is this maybe like a junior high?
Oh, easily. Yeah, there's nothing in the show that someone of any age couldn't come see. Absolutely.
So we always say it's great to expose kids to theater. There's nothing like live theater. Why do you
Nothing.
love it?
Because you never know what you're going to get.
You're going to see a different show
Every night.
Every night.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. I always work with her behind the scenes. It's so nice to have you out here in front of the camera.
Thanks.
For more information, as we said, go to borotheater.org, or you can also check us out at ci.springboro.oh.us, or visit us on social. Thanks for watching. We will see you at Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express.